asking everyone to please turn your mics off, and then when we hit them, or just push them back a little bit, okay? It's now 6 o'clock. The chair will call this February the 10th, 2026 regular call board meeting to order. Mrs. Brown, has the public been notified?
They have.
And I do confirm a quorum. This time, the chair would ask for a motion to go into executive session for personnel matters.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we in executive session for personnel matters.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis to go into executive session for personnel matters. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. That would be 7-0. We don't have a lot to go into executive session for, so we should be out very shortly. Thank you.
Second such motion.
Williams, second by Dr. Harris. All in favor, taking the executive session, no action taken, show by raising your right hand. Thank you. This time, I just want to welcome everyone to our February 10th, 2026 regular call. Thank you all for that. Stepping in, taking care of our children, and all the ones that's listening out there in video, TV land. We thank you. Takes a village, raise a child, so we thank you. Our testing, that's it. We thank our clergy. We thank our grandfathers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, teachers. We thank you all for supporting our children. At this time, we want to have our pledge of allegiance and flag and a moment of silence. Mr. Davis.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Thank you all. This time, it's for a motion to approve the agenda as presented. I'm sorry.
I make a motion, we approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. David to the agenda as presented. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. That would be 7-0. Mr. David, do we have any public comment? All right. Let us know.
Chair Miller, we have Mr. John Boozer, Representative Mr. Joe Siebels. The topic is strategic planning, school district 9, responsive to Reading Communications. Mr. Boozer, could you come up, please?
You have. Hold a minute. How long do we have?
Good evening.
Chair Miller. We also have Mr. Brian Wilkes. This representing Mr. Henry Miller. And topic is Fairfield Middle School athletics. Mr. Wilkes, could you come up?
It's that time of year where we celebrate almost nearly 100 athletes from Fairfield Middle School with our all sports banquet. We take great pride in our banquet. We claim it to be the best banquet in Fairfield County. We really do spend a lot of time honoring our coaches and our student athletes. With permission, may I approach the board to hand your formal invitation from Dr. Dixon to myself.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Again, we appreciate the board. We appreciate everything you've done for us as a school, as an athletic department. Thank you for the support. I know that's also Ms. Harrison's birthday.
Yes. I was waiting to say it again.
Fairfield Fest. So we hope to see you guys there.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sit again.
Chair Miller, that's it.
At this time, Mr. President, recognition.
In test. At this time, is that working? Okay. At this time, we have our recognition, and we have a resolution of service and dedication. I will read the resolution for former board member and coach, Mr. Harold Heath. And as I read this, I'll ask that all the board members, if you'll step to the front for the presentation of the resolution. Fairfield County School District presents the resolution for service and dedication in loving memory of Mr. Harold Charles Heath. The employees of Fairfield County School District and its Board of Trustees share in the bereavement of Mr. Harold Charles Heath, who was an honorary icon to Fairfield County. We wish to express our deepest gratitude and profound respect for a noble man who worked tirelessly to enhance the lives of everyone he encountered with love and acceptance. The Fairfield County School District wants the Heath family to know that our hearts are full of your sorrow, and your sorrow is our sorrow. Whereas Mr. Harold Heath was a 1965 graduate of Fairfield High School in Fairfield County, and whereas Mr. Harold Heath matriculated to Bethune-Cookman College in Daytona Beach, Florida, graduated from Allen University in Columbia, and pursued various certifications throughout his outstanding career in education. And whereas Mr. Harold Heath served as an educator, football and basketball coach, athletic director at Fairfield Central High School, and administrator in the Chester County and Fairfield County school system, reaching a pinnacle coaching career with 3 consecutive state championships in 1996, 97, and in 1998. And whereas Mr. Harold Heath was elected to the Fairfield County School Board of Trustees and continued his commitment to the education of young scholars. And whereas Mr. Harold Heath also remained active in the community as a family man, businessman, athletic umpire, mentor, and faithful elder to the Calvary Presbyterian Church, USA, and dedicated member
of the Gaydon Lodge number 318 in Fairfield County. And whereas Mr. Harold Heath was known to many as Coach Heath, we share in the family's grief and loss, and as we all have a common bond. Therefore, be it resolved that in the loss of our respected and departed friend and community anchor, Mr. Harold Heath, Fairfield County School District will endure the loss of an irreplaceable champion, and whereas the passing of Mr. Harold Heath has created a void in our community, we express our deepest heartfelt sympathy and pray that you are comforted in this time of need. Be it further resolved as a mark of respect for the memory of a long-standing public servant of Mr. Harold Charles Heath, the Fairfield County School District empowers Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Alvin D. Presley, to present this resolution of service and dedication to the family. This resolution is presented to the family the 10th day of February 2026. Mr. Alvin D. Presley, Superintendent of Schools. And I'd like to open it up for the board members to come forward and present the family with the resolution. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to, again, let's give a warm applause to.
Yes.
to Heath Brothers. And just before we, I served on the board with Coach. That's all that, Coach. Coach Heath. And what I enjoy, I enjoyed, he was my big brother. You know, he taught me a lot. You know, he could get caught up in, he loved some sports though. Oh my goodness, he'll go anywhere. You know, good basketball game, good football game, he's gone. And so just know Miss Helen, Mr. Larry. And Larry is the former superintendent of
Yes,
Chester
he is.
County.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And so this is a beautiful family, and we thank y'all for loaning him to us for a while. What you say? Anybody have any other comments you want to
Yes.
just say?
Well, Miss Helen already know how we do. They've been in my life for a very long time. I would just love to go by the house and me and Coach just reminisce about stuff, but I appreciate him taking care of my nephew, keeping him out of trouble, taking care of my daughter, watching over them, and also taking care of this district. As an athletic director, he was awesome. Never seen anybody like him. And everywhere you go, he talked about Fairfield. Everybody knew Coach Heath. When he served on the board, he loved kids and he served well. Everything was about the children. It wasn't about self. It wasn't about him. It was about the kids. So I truly appreciate him, and I really do miss him because I think everything he need done, internet, phone numbers, Miss Helen had to call me. So I miss him dearly. Just the little things like that make you appreciate people. So, Miss Helen, you know I love you. Brother, you know I love you too.
Yes,
Ms.
I
Ms.
would
Green?
like to just say that I've worked with Harold Heath for a while, for a number of years at the high school. And I agree 100% what Ms. Harris Williams said in regards to him representing the children or appreciating all of the students, and he did an excellent job on the board, but he also advocated for the teachers. You know, he was a person that was able to speak to everybody, and everybody enjoyed him. Mr. Heath, I know that you are from this district, and our children went to the same daycare, so therefore, and I appreciate you at Chester. But Mrs. Heath, your husband was a good man, and he is truly going to be missed. Thank you.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes.
Like everybody else, I work with him as well. What I liked about him was the fact that he was a stand-up guy. And he could tell you off and
Give you a hug.
Anybody else? What about that Allen University ties? You know, Coach and Mr. Siebels.
Well, I think I probably knew Coach Heath better than any of you all. Because as soon as he came to district, he and I worked together, and we had some long nights on the road and some long trips back home when things didn't go our way. But he took it all in stride, and he was a hard-working young man. And like everybody else said, I mean, he could get along with anybody, but that don't mean he's not gonna tell you how you feel, how he feels about it. And one thing we had in common, I helped him to raise his daughter, Mel Heath.
Yeah. Ms. Robinson, you want to say something? Okay, because I know you played basketball for him. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll give it to you. You want to say something? Okay. All right. Good. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, family. Okay. At this time, we need to have a motion to accept the minutes for our regular call board meeting on January the 20th, 2026.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I make a motion, that we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the minutes from the January 20th regular call board meeting.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Dr. Harris, to accept the superintendent recommendation for our January the 20th regular call board meeting. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. All right. At this time, we'll have our superintendent report. Mr. President.
Good evening, Chairman Miller, and to our other members of the school board, all members in attendance, and to everyone online. I'm going to take a little bit of time this evening to go over some highlights, and I'm going to be recognizing some student groups, individual, and since we didn't have students here tonight to recognize them, I'm going to be reading some names tonight. So, to all parents out there, interim reports should have gone home this week. So if they have not brought the interim reports home, ask for them. So we're halfway through the third 9 weeks. We got 9 weeks and a half to go for this school year. Some of our events in February, Fairfield Middle School will have their Black History program This Friday, the 13th at 9 a.m., Fairfield Magnet School will have celebrating black music across the decades. Friday, February the 27th, it'll be at 12:30 p.m. in their gymnasium. Fairfield Central High School observed National Kindness Week for this week, all week long, and Fairfield Elementary has Dancing Through the Decades on the 12th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. And I have to acknowledge an event that I had the opportunity to take part in last week, and it was at Fairfield Middle, and it was the 5th annual Amazing Shake. And I'm going to be honest. At first, when I saw it pop up on my calendar, I thought it was an earthquake drill. However, I quickly learned it's a community event. It brings together so many community members pouring into our students. I saw district representatives, workers from the community, from transit, from recreation, from the magistrate office, from the chamber, Wilson Chevrolet, Train, The Voice. We had so many volunteers from our community there just working with our students. So I want to commend Ms. McElrath, who kind of coordinated that whole thing, Dr. Dixon and his staff at Fairfield Middle for making it happen. So let's give them a round of applause for that. Some of my academic highlights. What's been going on around the district academically? We had some students go and compete, and they represented our district extremely well, from the elementary to the middle to the high school. Our students were competing in beta club competitions this month, and I have to share the results. Can I get a drum roll, please? Fairfield Elementary School had several winners. They had elementary division, 4th and 5th grade. They had a 2nd place finish in physical education, 3rd place hand-drawn anime, 5th place song fest. Junior division was 6th place. They had a 2nd place color photography, 3rd place black and white photography, 3rd place jewelry, 5th place two-dimensional design. Giger Elementary had division winning teams for 4th and 5th grade. They brought home a 3rd place Spanish, 1st place drawing, and 4th place black and white photography. For Giger in the junior division, they had, which is 6th grade, they had a 4th place finish in Spanish. At Kelly Miller Elementary, the elementary division, 4th and 5th grade, 1st place painting, Chloe Doctor. 1st place 3D design was a team award. 5th place recycled art, Lily Knott. 5th place 4th grade social studies, Chloe Doctor again. 5th place accessorized design was a team award. In their junior division, 6th grade, 3rd place woodworking, Miguel Young. McCory Liston School of Technology, the elementary division, 4th and 5th grade, they took home 5th place for scrapbook, 2nd place for service learning showcase, and 5th place digital portfolio. Also, they had a 5th place hand-drawn anime, and in their junior division, 6th grade, they took a 3rd place technology. Let's give a round of applause for all of our elementary school award recipients. Let's keep going. Fairfield Middle School. Derek Green placed 5th for speech. Justin Acosta Ramirez placed 5th in Spanish. And they had a 4th place small group performing arts. And that is a list of students. I'm going to read the names of these students. Sarah Buchanan, Mackenzie Bryan, Alicia Ford, Takia Bird, Jonia Perry, Zoe Jeter, Amia Cole, Myanna Young, Deasia Holly, Brianna Watkins, and Candace Bulware. Let's give our middle school students a round of applause. Last but certainly not least, we had our Fairfield Central High School. Now, Fairfield Central High, they brought home a total of 16 awards, and they will be competing in 16 different events at the national level. Let's give them a round of applause. They brought home first place in show choir, paint, and that was, let me make sure my handwriting, it's so many awards, I was jotting them down. The paint division, Division 1, language arts, 9th and 11th grade, those were all first place awards. And Fairfield Central High will be representing us extremely well. So let's give all of those students, it was just too many to list. And now I'm gonna move into some of our athletic highlights as well as individual recognitions. So if you didn't know, we had a teacher last week that was recognized as a WLTX Teacher of the Week, Mr. Murdaugh at the Magnet School. Let's give him a round of applause. We also had one of our coaches have been selected to be the assistant coach of the 2026 Shrine Bowl. So let's give Coach Davis a round of applause for that accomplishment. And you're going to have to pay attention to the news, because I'm not going to let the cat out the bag on this one. We have a 12th grade Fairfield Central High School scholar athlete that will be recognized as the Watch Fox Student Athlete of the Year. And I'm not going to tell you who it is because it's a surprise. So it will be announced by the end of this week. So be on the lookout for that announcement. So as you can see, we have a lot to be proud of with the academic success, athletic success, and everything is showing that the work that we're doing here is paying off each and every day. It's the work that goes unrewarded, that our teachers, all of our employees, our staff, they come here each and every day to do what's best for our students, and it shows in results such as this. So I just want to remind everyone that we will continue our community conversations tomorrow at Fairfield Middle School. It will be on the which room? 6? On the 600 hall from 6 until 7 p.m. So come on out, we'll share some more information, and it will be an engaging time for the community to have a voice, bring any concerns, and get your questions answered. So come on out and join us as we continue our community conversations. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Dr. Presley. Thank you. At this time, we have our finance, Mr. Robinson. Right. Time,
evening.
Presley. We are here first for the second and final reading of the 26-27 academic calendar. Again, you have in your packet the information that was presented, as well as the feedback, as well as the information that was shared. Last meeting, we were able to follow up with leadership just to review the feedback with the principals in the district, so they communicated with their staff to understand some of the questions that were presented. And so the superintendent recommends the board approve the second and final reading of the 2026-2027 academic calendar.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I make a motion, we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the second and final reading of the 2026-2027 academic calendar year.
I second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis to accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the second and final reading of the 26-27 academic calendar. Any questions before we vote?
Just one question. Your intercession, does it go with with Richland counties or Chester counties intercessions as a rule?
It doesn't, it might be opposite of both, because spring break is in March of our year, next year in 27. And so what we did was, because we would have intercession in February, we would not have any breaks if we did it right in March. So we left ours in April. They will have a parent-teacher conference the day after what will be Easter Sunday. There will be a student holiday and a parent-teacher conference. But it is in April, so I'm not certain which one if it aligns with the district. Some
Okay.
are doing in March, but I think it's going to be push ours just for
Okay, thank you.
Right. Any more questions? This time, board has motion made by Ms. Harris, second by Mr. Davis to accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the second and final reading of the 26-27 academic calendar. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. Right. Dr.
Second, we have the superintendent with overnight out-of-state trips. We have the superintendent recommends the board approve overnight trips for Fairfield Elementary first.
Or you want to do it that way, or you want to do both of them? Okay. Okay.
Superintendent recommends the board approve overnight trip for Fairfield Elementary.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I make a motion, we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the overnight trip for Fairfield Elementary School.
A second?
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Ms. Green to approve the, excuse me, the superintendent recommends that the board approve the overnight out-of-state field trip request for the Fairfield Elementary School. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. All right. Dr. Swilling.
And then the superintendent recommends overnight out-of-state trip for Fairfield Central High School. 2 trips.
How many trips is that?
It's 2. One is their mentoring trip, and one is the dance auxiliary.
Okay. Okay. Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the overnight out-of-state field trip for Fairfield Central High School.
I second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis to accept the superintendent recommendation to overnight field trip to Fairfield Central High School. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. All right, and the final one.
And the last item from curriculum and instruction, the superintendent recommends the board approve instructional materials, textbook for district selection recommendation for adoption of spring 2026. We begin a new course at Fairfield Career Technology Center. It's bringing it back, actually, the introduction to sports medicine and athletic training. And so we are recommending that we adopt the textbook National Geographic Learning, Cengage, for teaching of this course.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the instructional material textbook district selection recommendation for for adoption for the spring 2026.
I second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis, to accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the instructional material, textbook, district selection, recommendation for adoption for the spring of 2026. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. Oh, you want to, go right here.
I'm glad y'all bringing that back. My daughter took that in
Yes, so
school,
did mine.
and it's been a long time. And she really enjoyed that class. So I'm glad y'all bringing it back, because that is something that they can go to college for and make a whole lot of money.
They can. My daughter did too.
Any more questions? Any questions? Okay. At this time, we accept the superintendent recommendation. The board approve the instruction material, textbook, district selection, recommendation, and adoption for the spring of 2026. Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Darrell Davis. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you, Dr. Splay. All right. This time, Operation and Student Services, Dr. Campbell. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can we get a motion?
Sir Chair, I make a motion that the board accepts the superintendent's recommendation to approve the second and final reading of revision of policy GBEBA staff dress code issued 905.
Motion made by Ms. Green, second by Ms. Harrison Williams, to accept the superintendent recommendation to board approve second and final reading revision of policy GBEBA staff dress code issued in 9/2005. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I make the motion we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the second and final reading of recension of administrative rule GBEBA-R issue 605.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Ms. Green, to accept the superintendent recommendation. The board approve the second and final reading rescission of the administrative rule GBEBA-R issued in June of 2005. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. All righty. Can we get a motion?
Sir Chair,
Yes.
I make a motion that the board accept the superintendent's recommendation to approve the second and final reading revision of policy GBEB staff conduct issued 1/1997.
Second.
Motion made by Mrs. Green, second by Ms. Harris. Accept the superintendent recommendation. The board approve the second and final reading, revision of policy GBEB staff conduct issued in January of 1997. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. All right.
Before you tonight, we have two new policies to consider. The first is GBED, tobacco-free schools. Again, this will be accessible for anyone in the district and the community to read and review and to provide any feedback before we bring them back to you for the second reading. But just a few things that I want to point out.
Okay.
Is that this policy last was revised in '97, and we have now what we call dates that are available for employees. So we want to make sure that we include our employees know that bathing by employees is also prohibited on school grounds. This includes any school event. So if you have staff members that are accompanying students for field studies or any athletic events after school on the weekend, they are still expected to follow this policy of smoke-free schools. This also applies to any contract workers we may have. So we have people who are working our grounds, HVAC, whatever. This also applies to them as well. It also states that the district will not receive contributions. So we can't have Campbell to come and say, hey, we're going to build you a new wing to the elementary school. We'll take it from somebody else, but not from Campbell because of what they said. So these policies really lay out the do's and the don'ts for a lot of things. And it's important that we update it to stay current and that we know so we don't inadvertently take money that we're not supposed to take from some of these companies. The second policy we have is GBEC, drug and alcohol-free schools, which is very similar to the tobacco-free schools, but the policies separate tobacco from drugs and alcohol. And again, as a condition of employment, each employee must notify his or her supervisor immediately if they are arrested or convicted of any violation of a drug crime or alcohol statute. So we want to point that out. And again, it applies for on-premises, school-related activities. So there are two motions associated with those policies. Get that from the paper show. The first one, the superintendent recommends the board approve the first reading, revision, and adoption of policy GBEC, drug-free schools, issue 197.
All right. Can we get a motion, please?
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I make a motion, we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the first reading, revision, and adoption of policy GBEC, drug-free schools, issue 197.
A
A
second.
second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis. Accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the first reading, revision of adoption of policy GBEC, drug-free schools, issued in January of 1997. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand.
Could I ask a question? Could I question?
Did you have a question?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and ask the question. We didn't already vote on it, but go ahead and ask the question.
I just want clarification, I should say.
Okay.
With your drug-free school, you had mentioned that if a person was to have an arrest or a DUI, is that only, and must report it, does that include if they're off and receive a DUI as well as if they're working and receive a DUI? Okay, just want to make sure that that's understood. Okay, appreciate it.
To repeat what she said, if it's the summertime, and you have a teacher that receives a DUI, even in the summertime, they need to report that charge to their supervisor and/or HR.
Okay, just want to make it clear. Thank you.
All right. Let's get into it. All right. Go right ahead, Dr. Campbell.
In our second motion, the superintendent recommends the board approve the first reading and revision and adoption of policy GBEC, tobacco-free schools, staff no smoking issues 197.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we accept the superintendent recommendation
I second it.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Ms. Green, to accept the superintendent recommendation for policy, recommendation for board approve the first revision and adoption of policy GBED, tobacco-free schools, staff, no smoking, issued in January of 1997. Call the question, okay? Any questions before we vote? No question. All in favor to adopt the first reading? Excuse me, you had the first? Got a question?
So, we at the football games, are they gonna monitor that? The vaping and all of that?
That's a good question.
Okay, I hope that we update the signage, so, yeah.
I have a clarification. The way it's worded here, it says, tobacco-free schools, staff, no smoker / smoking. Okay.
Extra questions? Yeah. Ms. Green?
I'm good.
Okay, all right. And it was motion 2, superintendent recommends that the board approve the first reading revision of the adoption of policy GBED, tobacco-free schools, staff, no smoking / smoking, issued in January of 1997. Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Mr. Davis. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Campbell. Human resource.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Under HR this evening, we have the following items for your approval. Item 1, certified resignation terminations. The superintendent recommends that the board approve the certified resignation terminations.
Can we get a motion?
Chairman Miller, I'd like to
Yes.
make a motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation that the board approve the certification, resignation, termination as Exhibit 1.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison. Excuse me. Y'all excuse me. Yes.
Certified what now? Okay. Chairman Miller, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation that the board approve the certified
Resignation.
resignation / termination of educators outlined in Exhibit.
One.
Hold up, I'm on the wrong one. I jumped down to 2, I'm sorry. Okay. Chairman Miller, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation that the board approve the certified resignation termination in Exhibit 1.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Davis, second by Pastor Jackson. Accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the certified resignation termination of Exhibit 1. All in favor show by the raising of the right hand. All right. All right, let's go to the next one.
We have item 2, certified recommendations. The superintendent recommends that the board approve the professional certified educators outlined in Exhibit 2.
Chairman Miller?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the superintendent's recommendation that the board approve the professional certified educators outlined in Exhibit 2.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Davis, second by Pastor Jackson, accept the superintendent's recommendation to approve the professional certified educators outline in Exhibit 2. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. All right.
Lastly, item 3, classified recommendations. The superintendent recommends that the board approve the classified staff listed in Exhibit 3.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I make a motion we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the classified staff listed in Exhibit 3.
Motion made by Mr. Harrison Williams, second by Pastor Jackson, to accept accept the superintendent recommendation for board to approve the certified staff, excuse me, classified staff listed in Exhibit 3. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. Thank you. Yes. This time we're going to move to our board chair report. I just wanted to just a couple topics, okay? So last week we had Scout to come out to the middle school. That was last week? The week before last? Week before last. And it was a great turnout by our community. I mean, excellent. And Scout, and we had Goodwill there, Daughters there, and who else we had there? SC Ready. It was just a great turnout. It's great for Fairfield County, okay? And we're about to bust loose, y'all. Let me tell you, you know, everybody's talking about our schools, which are great, okay? So why wouldn't they come here?
That's right.
Because you got great schools. That's why. It's been something else been told to folks. That's not true. Just not the facts. And I can get Mr. President to read the facts, you know. But Fairfield County has some of the greatest students. Last time we counted, Dr. Swilly, how many dual courses or college courses do we have? Okay, so you can get we started it, but long years ago, but you can get a associate degree before you get a high school diploma.
That's right.
Here, and it was all started right here, Dr. President. Not in the most influential county school districts, right here in this little small little town of Winsboro, Fairfield County. And so I just wanted to elaborate on that and about our partnership, trying to partnership with Scout and you know, Goodwill, and we had all these different businesses come out on week before last to recruit with our community, our students that's just graduating. You know, we have one of the top career centers, and we were voted, was it number 1 or number 2 in the whole United States? Number 1. Somebody tell me something now. Number 1. Yeah, your daddy helped build that. Yeah. Number 1 in the whole United States. I'm just saying. So Scout know that they can come here and we can train our young people, you know, older people, you know. We all need jobs. And so I just wanted to touch on that. Also, wanted, you know, we only have 2 members. We wanted to have our board retreat. So I'm asking all the members to make sure that you get in touch with Ms. Brown and let her know on March the 28th. The board will be having a board retreat here, and as well as we will be going over our finances. It's going to be a workshop, so we can all make sure that we're taking good care of the people's money.
That's right.
You know, this money don't belong to us; it belongs to the people. It belongs to our citizens, and so we got to be good stewards of their money. And so, in saying all that, Anybody else? Ms. Harrison, you have some?
So, you know, we go down next week to the conference.
Yeah.
Right now we have, I think 528 that registered to come to the conference, which is a great number. And I believe when people sow their seed, and leave an impact on a person, I like to share it. I gained 2 little clients. I say little because my grandbaby taller than them, but they at the middle school, came from Newberry. And we got to talking, and I said, oh, y'all come from Newberry. Mr. Presley was over there. She said, oh, man, I heard nothing but good things about Mr. Presley. So I'm glad you sowed good seeds, so we wouldn't be talking bad about you in the salon.
In the hair
But
salon.
she's glad to
That's
be
right.
over here. She's glad to have her kids, and you know, I questioned the little kids. Y'all made friends. What y'all like sports? And actually, they taking Mr. Harold dance class. Love it. They said they made some friends. They are very comfortable. They enjoy it. They started in January. So I said, Dr. Dixon would take very good care of y'all, but sweet young lady. So I was just glad that Mr. President didn't leave a bad impression over here. But also this weekend is my gala, and we are ready. I am over thrilled about the support I've had gotten from school board members that's not even in our area. Charleston, Rock Hill, Clover. They was like, we can't come, but we want to support. We heard good things about your gala. I said, this is my 16th year, and I love giving back to the community. I love giving back to the students here. So we are very excited. All day long, people like, can we still get tickets? Well, we're about sold out. The Armory can only hold so many people, and they don't have but so many tables. So unless I go rent some more tables, it's pretty much sold out.
Good for you.
Anybody else?
Sir, Chairman Miller, I'd like to remind everyone about the soup drive that we'll be partnering up with this weekend, Tiny Tots, located in the Walmart parking lot. We'll be there from the hours of 12 to 2, I think it is. We'll be passing out blankets, soups, cornbread, and other stuff to the senior citizens. We're looking to have a good time serving our community. We also had the honor of serving the district office this past weekend. Thank y'all for having us. I think everybody enjoyed this. We had a good time. Last night, I was informed that I had been appointed to serve on the Board of Disability for Special Needs, which I was accepted. And also, I have an interview tomorrow with the Cooperative Health Board, serving on that board as well. So I'd like to thank everybody for supporting me and having faith in what I do for this district. Last month was School Board Appreciation Month, and we received a lot of gifts and everything. Very thankful for everything that we received, but I received some things that was a little more touching to me, and those were some cards for those students at the magnet school. And I happened to see Mr. Burroughs at the superintendent's breakfast, and we had a conversation about the letter that his daughter had wrote. Miss Stella Grace Burroughs, dear Mr. Davis, thank you for all you do and that you do for our school to make it a better place. We love you, Stella Grace. Miss Grace, I really appreciate you taking the time to write me a letter and appreciating the fact of what I do for not only you, but the students of the magnet school. Now, thank you, ma'am. Now, this one right here was a little fun. I was telling Mr. Presley and Chairman Miller about it. It was, dear Mr. Davis, thank you for helping our schools and communities. You really make big changes. And with this card, they got a money angel. They got money on it. They got my money on a balloon flying away. And it's saying, money community, we need your help. So I'm like, okay. How we gonna continue doing this? So I'm gonna make this a little fun. I was talking to Mr. Sievers, and I talked to Mr. Presley and Chevy Miller. And Mr. Robertson, I may need you to help with this right here. But for us to continue doing what we're doing, what we're gonna be doing is, I said, Bucky can do it, we can do it. So we're gonna be selling the 2 Men in a Grill shirts. We have the hats,
Like
the
butter.
cups, and we also have orders already for 2 Men in a Grill. So Ms. Grace, we will continue doing things for you and the students of this county. And thanks again.
Anybody else got any comment? That was, Dr. Swilly, that was commercial break right there. Go ahead, Doctor.
I have to take a moment and just acknowledge two. The first, I want to acknowledge the young lady who wrote the thank you card. Thank you so much for just letting your voice be heard and just coming here to say thank you and be here in person. We appreciate that. Let's give this young lady a round of applause.
For sure.
And I have to comment on what was said earlier. The information that was requested, our CFO, Mr. Robinson, provided all the information that we have. We have a funding formula, and we have to wait until the state provides the information that is approved. And we just don't have that information at this point. I will reach out to that parent and have them come in for a conference with me to answer and explain any issues or concerns they may have. But the information provided is all the information we have at this time. And so I just wanted to make that and to clear that up. It wasn't that we're withholding anything, but we will clear up that point of clarity. Thank you.
All right. Any more comments? Can we get a motion?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison Williams, second by Ms. Green to adjourn. All in favor of adjourning at this time? Show the raise